So yes,
Yeah, I do
apologies
think-
everyone.
Yeah, if we look at just the people on this play, you got Sinsynced in the mid lane. One of the best. He's a high masters mid laner. You've got Caliber in the jungle, who's a solid player as well. We talked about Linium, and this Rise Teddy dude. I would like to have seen him play a more engaging champion than Jhin, but I'm sure he can still try and hand stiff on that champion. But they might just end up hand stiffing against themselves.
I have to say, I've never seen this Braum skin. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, but I think I'm a fan.
I was about to say, is it another one of these things where the worst Braum skin in the game, but that was last year's.
Yeah, no. The candy, I can't remember what it's called, Candyland, whatever, Sugar Rush,
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
That's
I
by
think
far
this
the
is
worst.
summer pool party Braum.
What?
And yeah, no, he literally is cooking the bacon from our last series in his shield. He's got it
Oh
straight
my
from the
goodness.
Goddess Beauty slaughterhouse. we literally shipped it right over there to Summoner's Rift after that last match. He said, "You know what? Cook us a nice kebab."
Well, the beasts have decided that they want to serve, pork patties to the Coinflip Connoisseurs. Positioning himself here, trying to maybe get a Q out, doesn't even do that. The level of patience required. Oh my goodness, that was so well played by the beasts right there. Able to get the stun off plus 80% damage onto Jhin. Really well played by the Hypzerz camp bot lane right there.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Despair on this Varus will have so much joy with this poke on Varus. He's a fairly immobile ADC, at least early on, as we see Linium already snipping away at the tower. But he's such a strong ADC in terms of damage. He just lacks a lot of mobility this gen. So it'll be interesting to see how they use that as the game goes on.
Yeah, 100%. We'll see how it plays out. Keeping an eye while these guys go head to head. I'd like to keep an eye on the passing of the junglers. They're on opposite ends of the map. As Gwen snips up on a little bit more, the auto comes out 100 HP, give or take, on that Gwen. These guys are definitely going for the... Oh my god, flashes in as well against... Hoi Hoi never fails to disappoint. Managing to get the first blood against Linium. I mean, look, we were hyping up Linium the whole time in this Champ Select, and Linium is the first to fall.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we saw in the last stage. Everyone was hyping up Luca, but it went the other way. But this time, Hoi Hoi, him and Linium have a great battle, and if Gwen wasn't immune for half this fight, it would have been so much easier. But the power of this Gwen is that ability. And the brittle procs from this Ornn, it ended up being a minion that gets the killing blow, but you're not going to complain about that if you're the Ornn.
No, 100%. I mean, 300 gold is 300 gold at the end of the day.
And he's
managing to get full combo
onto
Gwen, but unfortunately, it's going to go down as he is far overextended and will fall to Caliber. Not mismatch.
Yeah, no, I definitely think, it was I love the idea from Hoi Hoi. But I think with the lack of vision on the jungle, you just have to play safe because he's unlikely to be on this bot side. I'm pretty sure they would have had vision early on in the game. So they would have known where we're starting. But at the end of the day, the kill went to the monkey, so it's not going to be too bad. But we see a massive fight here in bot.
Oh yes, I mean, Hypzerz camp, the bot lane here, they're in incredible control of this lane. You just saw their double proc on the Coinflip bot lane duo. The coordination required to accomplish that is just great. But hold on a second, Caliber, not mismatch, is pulling up into the bot lane, is going to jump in onto Braum, who will be the sacrificial lamb, and is going to fall to Teddy on that Jhin, getting his, I like to call it redemption gold.
Yeah, no, definitely. The big thing is the Varus doesn't die. Braum was the sacrifice. And yeah, like at no point I felt it was scary for the Varus. He was always going to get out, but this is just showing the gank potential of this Wukong. You know, coming in this top line and then straight away making a beeline. You know, they step up a wee bit too far, but Braum literally just peels through the ADC as he should, and Varus makes the right decision here. Although I think if J4 was in there, they would have got a kill back.
Yeah.
But even just the threat of him coming in.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, if Jarvan was there, it would have been a different story. But it was definitely a well-timed gank getting in there. You know, when they had the advantage, possibly knowing the potential passing of Hypzerz as well, just to get that gank and secure the gold. But at the moment, Caliber is 2 up on Hypzerz.
Well, in terms of teams, yeah, no, he's only a kill and assist, and he's going for another one. As we see the shuffle come out 3 mid lane, and they're going to get absolutely nothing for their troubles.
I mean, a flash on a Syndra is definitely nothing to scoff at. If anything, helps to set up for the next engage if that should ever happen. Caliber passing up to the top lane once again, trying to provide their services if possible, but we see Hypzerz moving down to the Dragon as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big challenge there is, yes, it's nice to have the flash. You're now down this Azir ultimate, which, yes, will come up sooner. But Syndra still has hers. So we could see a counterplay, but they are just going to take the Dragon instead, knowing the Wukong has to go to his topside camps.
I mean, I'd take a Dragon over Krubs. Grubs? No, Krugs. Oh my goodness! There's too many rubs in the game. But yes, Dragon goes over to the Hypers camp team.
I swear you're still thinking of the pork rub that we put on the bacon.
Oh goodness! Is it done yet, Jubok? Are you gonna serve that anytime soon?
I believe the Braum still has it cooking, so I do have some bacon on the barbecue. Might get you some after this game.
I think Teddy managed to grab a sample when he took down Braum. You know.
We obviously Gwen going in here again though, but the orange is tanky enough, especially with these 2 magic items.
That seems so unnecessary, ramming into the wall to recall. Oh,
well,
my
he
goodness.
is the Ram God after all.
That is true. I mean, if the horns don't give it away, I don't know what does. But stealing the grubs
and drag steal.
You love to see it, honestly. Hypzerz getting his revenge, saying, look, you might be 2 kills up, but I'm 1 grub up right now. Smite's the other. So this third one is up for contention as that Smite is now on cooldown. But hold on a second. Wukong getting double knock up onto 2 members. Ram is out. And oh my goodness, 3 members getting knocked up. The orbs are out and they managed to get Wukong in the mix. Braum and Jarvan are going to fall as well. So does Syndra as Jin is now here. And down goes the Ornn as well. Triple kill coming out for Linium, saying, look, you may have picked up the first kill, but I'm taking 3 more.
I mean, that's a lot to concede for grubs. I mean, 2 grubs are nice. The feat of strength is nice. But you have just let this Varus farm for free and get a free solo plate. But we see here, the Call of the Forge God comes in, and literally it's a bouncy house for both teams. The shuffle coming in as well as the Braum ult, but it's just not enough in the end when it's in reality a 5v4 with the Jin shooting from a mile downtown. But yeah, I mean, look at these knockups.
Oh my god.
Like being in a bouncy castle, Eunice.
It just doesn't end.
Look at all these angles, by the way.
I mean, goodness me, you would think we're in the Big Brother house with how many cameras are currently in the Rift right now. Wow, that was one hell of a fight. Ending with 2 and 6 on the board as we hit 10 minutes on the clock. And the Feast of War did go over to Coinflip Connoisseurs, not to Hypzerz camps. So, yeah, I mean, great pickup right there for the team. But yeah,
it's going to come down to towers, though. because you've got, the grubs went over to the side of Hypzerz, the dragon went to Hypzerz. You would expect with the dominance that this Varus has had that he will be able to control when he gets to move up rather than the Jhin. So you would expect the next dragon, with it being, I don't know what dragon we've got coming up next, to be going to them. That'll be an Inferno. Oh, that's a nice one if they can get it.
That's a big deal.
Wait for an opportunity here onto this Gwen. Interesting to see what he's planning. Or if he's just trying to hide and wait for the CS to come crashing in.
Yeah, I think in this position, if you are Hoi Hoi on this Ornn, you do have to concede, any attempts to try and trade against the Gwen. She is 3-1-1. That is a completed
already has
item.
That ref maker.
Exactly. In her pocket. You do not want to skirmish with, or do Hoi Hoi. You don't have to prove me wrong so quickly. It's fine. But, I mean...
The thing is, she might have a completed item, but Hoi Hoi has so much magic resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is kind of evening out, Soon as Gwen gets her boots, which should be on the next pack, it'll be a very different story. But right now, Ornn will be fine. You'll have that magic resist Emily item very soon. And yeah, I mean, look at the damage he can still do even when she's immune. Call of Forticore comes out and Gwen's just dead! Look at the pinks and mindset in the chat, like, what the fuck did we just witness?
What on earth just happened? Hoi Hoi said, screw your 3-1 lead. I'm turning that into a 3-2 lead.
I mean, Gwen is supposed to counter the Ornn. He just says, level down, gets to level 9, the ultimate comes out. And yeah, you can't be immune if you're in a bouncy house.
Wow. That was really, really well played by Hoi Hoi. I mean, the rotation of spells right there to ensure maximum damage, maximum lockdown onto Linium's Gwen. Masterclass of a performance right there.
We're back 600 gold difference. We're back near... we're not quite even, because there is still a gold lead on the Rift, but all those shutdowns are now gone.
Well,
interesting to see the Lune out coming out.
Yeah, the Jhin cancels the curtain call because of the Ornn TP. But Wukong is in the mix, spinning away onto Varus as Despair is down.
Oh my lord!
2 kills coming out thanks to the Cataclysm, locking down 2 members of Coinflip Connoisseurs. Wukong running for the hills, trying to escape into the bushes, but it's not going to be able to, as Greed will pick up that kill despite the smite coming out onto the monkey. I mean, great counter response by Hypzerz camp right there.
I mean, they do lose the tower in return, so that will be feats of strength for that investment of the Ornn. Maybe not, because Gwen has to back away. Had she got that second grub, it might have been a different story. I don't think the Ornn will get back there in time, but I don't think Azir lives long.
Oh my goodness. Slides back into the lane. Yeah, forced to flash. If he's able to recall, that would be great news for him, but that was an unfortunate misplay as we get to this replay.
Yeah, we can obviously see the fight starts off, Leona slightly misses the ult. There's nothing in it. We'll still get the stun, but as you know, the power of this Braum is just so good. And I think that mix with the Ornn is why it's like, we'll just cancel it, but the J4 ult just sets them up so nicely. And at this point, Wukong has lost his whole bot lane. And the damage from the Syndra, the J4, it's just too much.
I mean, it was great coordination from Hypzerz camp as well. They were all on the same page, made sure they prioritized the same targets, focused on the same thing, abandoned the dragon entirely, making sure that, they were able to focus on dealing with the relevant targets first.
Well, that's it, and that is how you have to start a fight, especially in these high elos. Low elo, the fights are a lot crazier. It's literally you attack whoever you can attack because logic goes out the window. But in these fights, you have to be sensible. I mean, we see the Schumann Shuffle and the Leon ult coming out. Syndra should die, but that's 2 ults for none, just for 1 kill.
Yeah,
Now you're
great
vulnerable.
pick right there. But Hoi Hoi in the mid lane. Oh, cancels the Leona Lance with the Ram, but it's not going to find much else there. Meanwhile, Gwen pulling up, trying to defend this bot lane turret, is snipping away at Varys' health bar. Dashes in, managing to find the kill, and Braum is surely going to... No, manages to flash over the wall and escape. But great play by Liam there.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought Braum was going to do enough, and this is where the Coinflip team, they're just out-macroing them. They got the Rift Tower, they can now use it to open up mid lane. Gwen got the kill on the bot lane 2v1. They didn't even need the first charge of the Herald to get that tower, so now they're going to take it straight down bot lane.
I love that. The fact that that's an option, you're like, nope, Shelly, you're going down here now. And there she goes into the bot lane to claim that turret.
She's not going to get a charge.
Oh yes, that's true. She's just going to slap away at it. And we saw Greed actually TP into the bot lane to defend that turret. Great choice. But forcing a TP
my lord,
for the Rift Heralds, was that a good choice?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. For both sides, you know, for the Syndra, she's got a nice wave to collect, get those stacks for a passive. With the side of the Coinflip Connoisseurs, it drags attention away from mid lane, which you just opened up. However, the fact that Wukong had to run away there from another beautiful flag and drag, it just doesn't bode well. You know, we look at the CS lead in the jungle. J4 might not have any kills, but he does have a big CS lead. Yeah. That Shrooming Emperor's going nowhere.
Oh, hold on a minute. Cataclysm comes out with the Wukong and the mixed curtain call is there as well. As Greed's curtains will be closed. Flashing away from the Wukong, who's got 2 stacks to his name. Glacial Fissure goes wide. The stun comes out, though, concussive blows, and managing to snipe away does Despair onto Caliber. Double kill coming out as well for that Varys. Really nicely done. Meanwhile, picking up another kill. Another solo kill onto Linium. Oh my goodness. If you're Hypzerz camp, you must feel really good right now.
We were just talking about how the side of the Connoisseurs were out macroing Hypzerz camps, but they just give them a taste of their own medicine. One good fight in the bot lane coupled by a top laner who's got his MR items, and interestingly Gwen hasn't gone the magic pen boots. She's had to go Merc Treads. I mean, I'm a low elo player, I would just be going pure magic pen here, especially into this Ornn. So missed opportunity, yes, but Merc Treads will always do nice with the Syndra.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting choice, honestly. I can see the decision making behind it, you know, opting for the tenacity more so than the magic penetration, but replay of this fight and I mean, yeah.
This Cataclysm was huge. You know, even though everyone was in that small space, and yes, the Syndra dies, but it goes to the support. You know, the curtain call doesn't get anything. He's too far out the fight. And then when the re-engage happens, they try running back to the Jhin. But by the time the fight gets there, he has to just back out. Teddy cannot fight that. And then, yeah. Does tower get involved? It does. Gwen takes a tower shot. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is a big deal. I mean...
I don't think Ornn needed a tower shot. But you're not going to question it. You're like, okay, cool. I'll take one, thank you.
The turret is definitely part of the team, just not on the roster. But yeah, really unfortunate misplay right there, overstepping and, you know, costing his life. But hold on a second.
J4 tried to steal there.
Almost stole the dragon, but Caliber was quick on the trigger, managing to confirm it as the Mountain Dragon will go over to Coinflip Connoisseurs. But
thing is, though, they've given up a lot of ground in their retreat.
Yeah.
And the curtain call's going to come out, but J4's right there.
Oh my god. They didn't even have vision of him. He just gave away his position. Teddy is going to fall with the flank of 3, while Syndra is going to fall as well. Also to a flank of 3, which is response flank, I guess.
Yeah, but again, that Thea now on the bot side, they have to recall. They've got no easy access to this Atakan. Whereas they just committed 4 straight there. Gwen's going to get the tower. But now the Atakan should just be gone because this Varus is going to burn it.
Well, the Atakan is currently being contested.
They're cooking it, literally, like the bacon on Brom.
He's smacking the Atakan with the bacon. Oh my goodness, the Cudders can't even rest even in death. It's unfortunate. But Atakan
I'm
being
sure
traded. Yeah. They'll bring out more for the slaughter. It's fine. But Atakan going down in trade for the bot lane inhibitor, in the turret. Was that a worthy trade? Do you think? I'm not too sure about that one.
Well, so, I mean, we'll see how it turns out, but we are going to see a big fight here in the top side.
Wukong ult comes out, both casts being used. Flag and Dragon managing to cage 3 members. The orb is going to stun 2. The knock-up hits 3, and that is a double kill coming out for Greed, with Despair picking up a 3rd one. The Ram is going to charge straight through Jin as Despair flashes his feet. Hold on a second though, Linium trying to make something happen. Triple kill coming out for Despair. Oh my goodness, incredibly clean fight by Hypzerz camp right there.
We saw bounties early on for the side of Coinflip, but the Hypzerz Camp esports team, this Ram God up in the top lane is doing exactly that. The damage from the Syndra and the Varus as well. But we haven't talked about the fact that 13 of the 16 kills have come from the Lance of this J4 and Brom combo. Both of them involved in 13 out of 16 kills, and this is exactly why, you know, Brom stops his back, the Shima Shuffle onto the Ornn, and instead of just leaving this on to die, they decide to re-engage. You know, both damage dealers aren't even in the fight at this point. J4 sends it, locks them in place. We see the colour of the week on from the Syndra, and it's that Ornn, that ultimate is just hoi hoi. That's so beautiful to see. You know, I don't know if he had vision on the Jhin. The fact that they were able to lock him down like that, top class.
Yeah, 100%. Absolute masterclass, if you will, from these players. I mean, really showing why exactly they are at the elo that they reside in. You know, when you're coordinating like that, the results really do speak for themselves. You know, it's something that that they seem to do so effortlessly, but you know, they are not 16 and 11 for no reason. You know,
I can assure you though, in both teams' comms, you know, there'll be utter focus. You know, they might be up ahead, but they'll still know they can't let their guard down for 1 second, because the likes of Linium, Sinstinct, and Teddy, they don't need much of an opening, and they can flip this game.
It's in the name.
That's the beauty of it.
Oh dear. Well, gold difference sitting at 2.8 thousand gold between the two teams. Yeah. I mean, that's not even too much. That's just like a couple kills, a couple turrets.
In this elo, that is nothing. In lower elo, that's a big lead. Yeah. Any kind of lead in low elo is big, because teams don't know how to come back that often. It normally relies on the other team making a mistake. You're not going to have a mistake happen as easily in this bracket, so you need to know when and how to take advantage. I mean, they think they're getting onto this on here, but instantly the J4, the Varus, and the Brom have to back up their forgeless leader in the top lane. He's literally upgrading items in the Dragon Pit with the enemy team around him. If that isn't aura, I don't know what is.
That is one hell of a flex if I've ever seen it. Smite secure for the Dragon right there as the Cataclysm catches 2 members. I mean, all the ults being used in this arena, this makeshift arena, but Hypzerz camp are melting and falling as Hoi Hoi is going to be the last member in this Dragon fight, and is going to fall as well. All of those bounties that we saw on the side of Hypzerz camps have all been claimed now, thanks to 4 members falling to Coinflip Connoisseurs as they move to this Baron.
Yeah, I mean, we literally just said, you know, it's going to take, you know, a mistake, and I don't even know what the mistake was. I'd love to see the replay. Brom did a great job blocking the curtain call, but by the time that was gone, the Wukong was on the back line, and they were all just dead. A great play from the Coinflip Connoisseurs. We're back in play here.
Just like that, Baron was picked up, and we got a replay of the dragon fight for you guys to enjoy again.
So we see the Braum blocking it. J4 does get hit as the force shot does get blocked, but yeah, we see here the Cataclysm comes in. They just can't get the kill. Gwen is just doing too much damage, and being immune for the J4 didn't really help. I know Owen's good, but he's not that good. I'd like to have seen the fight with Syndra there. I think they've got enough damage to secure that first kill.
Yeah.
I still think a 5v5, the side of the Hypzerz team do have the advantage. But if they're not a full 5, you know, Coinflip Connoisseurs, they've got the damage on this Wukong now. Gwen has her big hat. And
it's a very
Jin
big hat.
has his IE.
Oh, but
again.
Wukong has his ult as he manages to hit two members who are caught out again. Cataclysm is out as well. The arena is in. Shuriman Emperor has fallen as well. We've got two different fights playing out. The jungler's going head to head, but Hypzerz being forced to run away as he's taken out by Caliber. Good chase right there. And Hoi Hoi saying, you want to run this one more time? I'll show you how it's going to go down again. Only this time around, it looks like Linium is in a better place.
Yeah, the fact he's got the hat and he's got the Rift Maker and the Nashor's Tooth, this Gwen's got her items. And from what was looking quite scary for the side of Coinflip Connoisseurs, when it came to clutch factor, you know, that dragon fight swung it massively in their favor. And they're just going to crack open this base, and this could be... Don't think they can quite end, but they can put a lot of pressure on the end here.
Absolutely, especially with this Baron buff. It cannot be ignored how strong the Baron buff is for these siege and potentials. It's almost as if it was designed for that. It's crazy.
Yeah, imagine that.
But the gold has swung, and just as you mentioned earlier, Tuba, that 2,000 gold is, you know, is minor when at this level of play, you know. That 2,000 gold has completely shifted over to the sides of Coinflip Connoisseurs now, who are now
actually
7,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that. There's absolutely nothing, or there was absolutely nothing, but now there's a whole daylight in between the two teams. You know, this Gwen is 8 and 4, and here we see this replay again. You know, the Syndra gets jumped on, and this time Leona does manage to land the ult. And the shuffle does so much work. Now Varus is free fire on the backside. Gwen picks that up though, and just decides, you know what, I'm immune, I can chase him down. And Wukong, yeah, by that point J4 taking way too much damage.
That was really good movement by Caliber on the Wukong as well, managing to dodge the Braum Q, and also, yeah, help to lock her down. It doesn't help that, you know, Java basically created her grave and locked her in there as well, but, you know,
yes, that's another thing. I was talking to the grave, we see another...
Oh my goodness.
And it looks like Hypzerz camp, they've decided to take the camp down. And it's more like hyper intros right now.
Oh
my lord!
The tent is definitely being stamped on at the moment. You guys are not free to stay in this campsite. Oh, flashing away, but managing to get the kill onto Instinct, the fade away horns. 3 members knocked up thanks to the call of the Ram. But
there's
unfortunately,
an orn in the middle there somewhere, or there was at least.
I think that Ram has definitely been sent onto the grill as well. As double kill comes out for Teddy on the Jin, and I mean, from what was looking not too good for the Coinflip Connoisseurs, managing to close it out with a game 1 win.